Well, hey there folks, Karshel again, getting ready to start the second episode of my journey into Kenshi Early Access. As a reminder from the first video, as soon as I started to leave town, I ended up getting jumped by a bunch of dust bandits. And even though I didn't know that it would work, ended up running them back into town and into the bar where everyone in the bar lent a hand, and we actually managed to survive the first fight, which I was very surprised at. I expected to get wailed on. Didn't do anything particularly for my toughness. I'm not sure what Hobbs was when we picked him up because I didn't have the foresight to look. But it can't hurt, you know. We must have gotten some, just not quite as much as I would have liked. It would have been nice to at least get a complete point. But since that worked once, I'm going to keep it in mind and not necessarily rush away from this area, because when we were out here before, I noticed that there is ore that can be mined, which I could then turn around and sell right to the vendors in town. Now, you may notice I'm scanning around an awful lot. I'm trying to keep an eye on other groups that I may come across and have to run again because, as you can see, I'm not moving very quickly. Everybody is overloaded, which will build up their strength, but make it a little bit more difficult to get away if anybody does show up. Now, this is an iron ore deposit. You can see from the bottom left-hand corner, iron quality is great. Up to 3 workers, and now I have 3 people in my group. For a max efficiency of 50% or 150%, let's see if we can get away with doing some mining, doing a quick scan for other possible threats. I am not seeing anything. I'm wondering if these spots of light down here are like campfires with more bandits. Eventually I may find out, but for right now, I'm just going to start mining. Okay, dude, mine. Okay. And starting him and starting her. And that should be increasing their laboring. Yeah, it's going up. It just doesn't automatically refresh unless you move away from it. I think that working that simply increases how much they harvest over a period of time. I don't know that it has any kind of other bonus. And as I get chunks of iron, I will be looting them and running back into town with them. Always a good idea while you're doing this to also continue to scan so nobody is sneaking up on you. As you can tell from the way I'm moving the mouse around, I'm still getting used to changing perspective and making that smooth. I like how you can hear crickets and stuff. And the occasional yell or bellow of something. That's another iron deposit over there. Oh yeah, there are definitely bandits down there. You can see movement. Now one of the nice things is the camera's not locked in to your characters unless you want it to be. So to a point, you can move it around. I shouldn't be thinking about it, but I could actually possibly train some of those into town. Might do that later. And you can double click on your character and it will pull you right back. And sorry for the random beep. I'm not sure what did that. And I've got 2 pieces of iron so far. So Karshel's going to grab those. The next 2 Hobbs will grab. And then Ainu will grab the 2 after that. Yeah, 53 over 16. He's going to be a little bit encumbered. I don't see any movement this direction. And that's kind of what I was concerned about. Kicking the speed up just a little bit. I think that's somewhat risky, because if there is anything that wanders around out here, it can come up on you that much faster and you won't even realize it. See, it looks like there's another camp out there. Boy, now I'm getting cocky. Thinking that I can train them back into the bar. And I don't know if that's realistic. Did seem to work pretty smoothly. And these are going to sell for almost 100 cats each, which is going to be nice. Now the question is, do I just take a couple and not be greedy, or do I keep doing this until everybody's spaces are filled? I think I'm probably going to keep doing it until everybody's spaces are filled. Because it seems relatively safe. Now the question is, if I make enough, do I attempt to recruit a 4th person? Or do I want to focus on gearing up who I have? Or more likely a combination of the 2. Either way, I'm going to have to do that. I've got 3, which is the optimum for mining an iron node. I don't know. I'll have to wing it, decide as I go along. Knowing me, I probably will recruit another person, because I tend to think that there are safety in numbers. That group that jumped us before was, what, 6 people? And if numbers are going to be what I normally have to deal with, the more diffuse damage, the more targets I can offer them, the better off everyone might be. I hope that's the case. Also, during the break between doing episode 1 and 2, I jumped on the web really quick and did a search for when vendors reset, and it says that roughly every 24 hours. I don't know if that's game time or real time that they reset. I'm going to assume that it's game time. If it's not, then the vendor that I used up in the bar, I could very easily run out of stock that I could buy, or items that will make my characters better. Or potentially he could run out of money to buy things from me, which that would be kind of a bummer. We'll just have to see on that one. That looks like a building way back there in the upper right as well. We might just have to wander over there and check after I overload everybody. I'm glad nobody's bothering us here. Looks like Hobbs is going to be very overloaded. And he'll be able to take 2 more. But as I said, this is supposed to, the more they're carrying, the heavier they are, the faster it will build up their strength. Provided I can survive. So, since I've seen no threat, I'm actually going to kick it up to really fast. Just to get through this part. I guess I could skip it on the video, but to me that kind of defeats the purpose of the video. That is what? Goats. That could be good. But I think right now they would kick my butt too. How depressing. But that's okay. I didn't know that they had livestock out here wandering around. That's kind of good. Are they actually wandering up into town? And one more. Pause. Normal speed. And I can barely move. Okay. So, right click, follow Karshel. Right click, follow Karshel. Karshel, get your butt up there. Yeah. Come on, work that strength. Yeah, it's going up. Slow process. I'm not seeing anything else. No threats. Still kind of intrigued about those goats. That could be a good thing. Kicking the speed up a little bit. And nothing coming up the road, which is good. Boy, she's definitely not gaining strength very quick. I don't see the goats. Part of me was hoping that they ran into trouble up here. So there'd be some carcasses where I could loot meat and that kind of thing. Because right now I'm not carrying any kind of food. And I can see the hunger bar down there on the character stats. So I'm a bit concerned about what that could end up being. Or what that could end up, how big of a problem that could end up being. That's a better way to put it. It looks, okay. I was going to say it looks like I can sell while paused, but no. It put the game back in motion. I'm just kind of looking. Partisan. Okay, sell the iron. Okay, no types of backpacks or armor. And everybody's got weapons, so I don't know if there's much that they offer me here at this point. Bread's kind of expensive. Yeah, I've got 4,900. So I think I am going to attempt to recruit someone else. That was the organ vendor. Skeleton, what was you for? He is a... I've never worked with a skeleton. I don't know if he's worth having or not. Let's do it. What's a good name for a skeleton? Oh, of course, the obligatory. Although he's not a bone skeleton. Yeah, I'll just call him mech. Da-da-da. No stealth, no thievery, no dodging. Good with robotics, turrets, and I wonder. Nothing else is showing up there. No hair. Not a whole heck of a lot of changes available. So the same basic menu items, but certainly makes a difference there. Yeah, let's grab him. And we will have him also follow Karshel. What's he got for inventory? Simply a weapon. Yeah, we'll take him. Let's see what happens. Oh, Hobbs. Okay, looks like everybody sold out, or sold off. So, everybody come on. I think I'm going to go look at that other building that I thought I saw. Okay, there are some things I'm not sure I appreciate about the interface. Okay. Well, we've got our crew here. We just did a first mining run. Actually, again, sitting fairly well with cash, in my opinion. I don't really know. Um, our party is now up to 4. I think this will be a good place to end it. Thanks for joining me. I would appreciate it if you would do a thumbs up on the video. Please leave any comments. I will do my best to get back with you or answer any questions that I can. Thanks.